Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I trust you are doing well this afternoon. Inshallah, today we are going to be discussing on the basics of preposition, which is under the structure in English, popularly called grammar. So, I believe you have been introduced to preposition before. So we are still going to revise it. It's part of the part of speech in English. So when you're talking about preposition, a preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun or pronoun or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, and spatial relationship, or to introduce an object as well. So I believe you understand the difference between noun and pronoun. So a noun is a naming word. Basically a naming word. So and pronoun is they are a group of words that are used to replace a noun in a sentence. So when we are talking about prepositions are just generally used to show relationship between two things in a sentence, either be a relationship between a subject and an object in a sentence. A subject is the doer of an action, while the object is the receiver of an action. So a preposition shows the relationship between these two or other things in a sentence. So some examples of prepositions are words like in, at, on, of, and to. So prepositions in English are highly idiomatic, although there are some rules for usage. Much preposition usage is dictated by fixed expression. So let's look at the types of prepositions. We have prepositions of direction, which is usually used to refer to a direction. We use this kind of prepositions like so, in, into, on, and onto. For example, she drove to the store. Don't ring the bell. Come right into the house. Into is a preposition same as to used in she drove to the store. Also, drive onto the grass and park the car. Onto is a preposition. What kind of preposition? A preposition of direction. So we also have preposition of time, which is used to refer to one point in time. So we use prepositions like in, at, and on. So we use in which part of the day, not specific times, months, years, and season. We can use it any part of the day. So example, he reads in the evening. We can't say he reads in the year. No, it is wrong. We use it with parts of the day. He reads in the evening. He reads in the morning. He reads in the night. In there, it's an example of preposition. What kind of preposition? Preposition of time. The weather is cold in December. The weather is cold in December. She was born in 1996. She was born in 1996. In is an example of preposition of time. So we also have at. At is also a preposition of time. Usually use at with the time of day. Also, we use at with noon, night, and midnight. I go to work at 8 o'clock. At, he eats lunch at noon. She often goes for a walk at night. They go to bed at midnight. At is also an example of preposition of time. Lastly, we use on with days. I work on Saturdays. It does laundry on Wednesdays. These are examples of preposition of time. So to refer to extended time, so we use the preposition like since, for, by, during, from, to, from, until, with, and within. So let's look at prepositions of place. This is used to refer to a place. We use this preposition in the point itself or at a general vicinity. On the surface and inside, something contained. They will meet in the lunch room. They will meet in the lunch room. She was waiting at the corner. She was waiting at the corner. He left his phone on the bed. He left his phone on the bed. Place the pen inside the drawer. In, at, on, inside, as used in these sentences, are prepositions of place. So to refer to an object higher than a point, we use the preposition over and above. So to refer to an object lower than a point, we use the preposition below, beneath, under, and underneath. So, for example, the bird flew over the house. Over, the bird flew over the house. This is showing that the bird is over or is at a position higher than a point, higher than the house. So the bird flew over the house. The plates were on the shelf above the cups. The plates were on the shelf above the cups. Third, basements are dug below ground. There is hard wood beneath the carpet. So these are examples of prepositions of place. And let's look at prepositions of locations. Prepositions of location. We use this to refer to a location. So we use the preposition in, that is in an area of volume. We also use the preposition at for a point and on for a surface. They live in the country. They live in the country. As used in this context, in here is a preposition of place. They live in a country. Where, which is what? A country is an area. So it's used to show, for example, I can say, I live in Nigeria. So it's I use the word in, the preposition in, to show the location, which is what? Nigeria. They live in the country. She'll find him at the library, so at a point. And thirdly, there is a lot of dirt on the window. On the window, that's a surface. Now, and lastly, we have prepositions of spatial relationship. Now, when we're talking about spatial relationship, we are talking about a direction. We are talking about the relationship that has to do with what? Directions. So, to refer to a spatial relationship, we use the prepositions above, across, against, ahead of, along, among, around, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, from, in front of, inside, near, of, out of, through, toward, under, and within. For example, the post office is across the street from the grocery store. Now, this across here is telling us the direction of the grocery store. So this kind of preposition are called preposition of spatial relationship. Example, the post office is across the street from the grocery store. Also, we will stop at many attractions along the way. Along is a preposition. The kids are hiding behind the tree. The kids are hiding behind the tree. Now, this is also an example of preposition. Behind is also an example of preposition of spatial relationship. A shirt is off. A shirt is off. walk towards the garage and then turn left. So place a check mark within the box. So these are examples of prepositions. I'm going to send a worksheet for you to be able to attempt an assessment on preposition. Assalamu alaikum.